In the last video, we went through long division of a cubic expression by a linear expression. In this video, I want to show you a method called synthetic division. We are dividing by x minus 1. So what we do is we write down 1, which as you recall was the root of the cubic equation, got by putting this equal to 0. Then we write down the coefficients of this cubic expression. The coefficient of x cubed is 1. We leave a gap, write down the coefficient of x squared, which is 6. Then we write down the coefficient of x, which is 5. Then we write down the constant term, which is minus 12. Then we leave a space here, we draw a line, and we just take this here and write it down here. We take this coefficient of x cubed, which is 1, and write it here. The next thing we do is we multiply this number by this number. So we multiply 1 by 1, which gives us 1. We write our answer in here. And we add these numbers together. 6 and 1 is 7. Then we multiply this number by this number. So we have 1 times 7 is 7, and write our answer in here. And we add these numbers. 5 and 7 is 12. Then we multiply 1 by 12 to get 12. We write our answer here. Combine these numbers to get 0. Now this is actually the remainder. And the result of our division is this here. This here is the coefficient of x squared. So it's 1x squared. This term is the coefficient of x, which is 7, so we get 7x. And this is the constant term, plus 12. Exactly what we have here, done much more quickly. Here is another example. We're dividing the cubic polynomial 2x cubed minus x squared minus 7x plus 6 by x plus 2. So we divide x into 2x cubed to get 2x squared. Then we multiply 2x squared by x to get back 2x cubed. 2x squared by 2 is plus 4x squared. The next step is to subtract. These cancel out. Minus 1x squared minus 4x squared is minus 5x squared. We take down this term, minus 7x. Then we go back to dividing. X into minus 5x squared gives minus 5x. Then we multiply. Minus 5x by x gives back minus 5x squared. Minus 5x by plus 2 gives minus 10x. Next step is to subtract. These will cancel out. We'll have minus 7x plus 10x, which will give us plus 3x. We take down the next term, plus 6. We go back to dividing. X into 3x goes 3 times. 3 by x gives back 3x. 3 times 2 gives 6. The last step is to subtract, and we get 0. So that tells us that the remainder is 0. So in other words, x plus 2 is indeed a factor of this cubic polynomial. And the other factor of it, the quadratic factor, is 2x squared minus 5x plus 3. So to do this by synthetic division, we look at this number here and we change its sign, so we get minus 2. As a matter of fact, minus 2 is a root of the cubic equation. In other words, if we plug minus 2 in for x here, all of this will work out to be 0. Anyway, we write down minus 2 and we write down the coefficients of the cubic, like in here. So we have a 2. The coefficients of x is the coefficient of x cubed. The coefficient of x squared is minus 1. The coefficient of x is minus 7. The constant term is plus 6. Next step is to draw a line here and simply write down this number. Just copy this number down here. We multiply minus 2 by 2. That gives minus 4. We write it in here. We combine these numbers. Minus 1 minus 4 is minus 5. Then we multiply minus 2 by minus 5. That gives plus 10. We write that here. Combine these numbers to give plus 3. Minus 2 by 3 is minus 6. We write minus 6 here. Plus 6 minus 6 gives us 0. So this is the remainder. The remainder is 0. And this here is the quadratic factor. So the 2 is the coefficient of x squared. The minus 5 is the coefficient of x. And the 3 is the constant term. Plus 3 is the constant term.